Hi guys, Brian Highfield and Taylor Worre coming to you from Anaheim, California, and another amazing event. Taylor is the Director of New Leader Experience at LifeVantage. And Taylor, thanks for doing this, but the big question out there for network marketers is why LifeVantage, why now?
Yeah, and I appreciate you having me here, brother. It's always
Awesome.
fun when our paths cross. But the reality is I tell this to people a lot. I've been in this profession my whole life. This is all I've ever known. 31 years old, and this is all I've ever known. 31 years in network marketing profession. And so when I decided 8 months ago that I was looking around, that I was ready to make a move, that there was something different that I needed to be doing, I took a look. I talked to a lot of different companies. I met with a lot of different people. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I had been following LifeVantage for about 7 years, but I didn't realize the amount of energy that was building underneath the surface. Many of you have heard the proverb about the Chinese bamboo tree, that it takes, I believe it's 5 years for that tree to grow. In the first 4 years, and I want to say 42 weeks, it never breaches the surface.
Wow.
And in those last like 6 to 8, 9 weeks, it shoots 90 feet into the air. And so I think that's a lot of what's been happening for a lot of you in LifeVantage, a lot of people that have been taking a look at LifeVantage, like me, that were looking, saying, what's going on? You know, what's that? Company's been around for a while now, doing a couple $100 million a year in revenue. So I did a deep dive, and I've known Darren Jensen for over a decade. We worked together at a different network marketing company over 10 years ago when he was the COO and I was the director of events. And so I knew his character, and I knew what he was capable of doing with a corporate team. But I wasn't aware of the amazing team that he's assembled. When I got to the corporate office, I tell the story a lot, but I sat in an executive meeting with the top executives from the company and the general managers from around the world. There's 20 of us in the room. And between those 20 people, there was over 330 years of combined network marketing professional experience. That's an average of 16.5 years per person, so I can save you the math. The reality is, the truth of the matter is your LifeVantage it was being run by a professional team. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to be a part of something professional. I didn't want to be the most experienced network marketer on the corporate side. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that was a big deal for me. Number one was the corporate team, to know that this corporate team has dedicated their life to this profession, that they weren't in finance, that they weren't in healthcare, they weren't in Wall Street or whatever. They were in network marketing. That's where they've earned their chops. They put their 10,000 hours plus in, and now they're at this position where we're really able to do something special. The next thing I looked at was the products. I won't go too much into the products, just because the reality on the products is the science backs up LifeVantage's products more than I ever could or would. And so it's the ability that we have to say the things that we can when it comes to the National Institute of Aging. I mean, we have a product that is the only product in 19 years, the only one that has been proven to extend the life of the animal male patients it was tested on by 8%.
That's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. And so, I mean, make sure that every word of that claim stays in there, because they're all important. Everyone wants to take out the animal and the male part, and they just want to extend life. Keep it as it is, because that statement as it is wildly powerful. The National Institute of Aging has tested every drug on the market that says anti-aging, every supplement, every pill, everything for 20 years. And in 20 years, we are the only company to have a product that has been able to do that. That's special to me. So that was something big. And then the way that the company has expanded the product line, where they haven't been in a rush to oversaturate with products.
Right.
That they've said, look, we are on a mission to become biohackers. And the reality is, when a product comes along that fits our mission, we will find a home for it here. But we are not in a rush to create a bunch of phony products just to say that, you know, we've got a huge array of products. That's not what we're about, because what we have is good enough. I would much rather have quality over quantity. So with the products, the Axio, the True Science line, the Physique, obviously the Vitality Stack, but everything that we have is just adding on to those steps to becoming a complete and utter biohacker. And so the products were a big thing. The field was the next thing I looked at, and I've had the honor of knowing the field for a long time. We've known each other for some time now. I've had an honor of knowing most of the top field leadership of this company for a long time, and their character The culture at LifeVantage, I'll say this, the culture at LifeVantage, in my opinion, is better than any culture in any network marketing company I've ever seen in my entire life. And that, not to say like that's some huge statement, but the reality is I've spent my whole life in this profession, and it's very important that you know that culture, in my opinion, is crucial.
Absolutely.
Culture is key. What culture your field sets is really can dictate the direction your company is going to head. Are you focused on real things? Are you focused on time freedom? Are you focused on legacy? Are you focused on customers? Are you focused on product experiences? Are you focused on family? What are your focuses? Because those are the focuses of those at LifeVantage. And for me, when I really got to know everyone else as far as the top field leadership, I saw that it is across the board a mixed bag. Everyone is different from the other. They're like fingerprints. Everyone's just a little bit different and does their business in a different way, but they all come together. They are all servant leaders. And so that was a big thing. And then opportunity and timing. I am on the corporate side. I'll never earn a residual leveraged income check with LifeVantage. I'm never, want to be in that position. I enjoy being the director of new leader experience for this incredible company. But just like anyone out there that's looking for an opportunity on the network marketing side, I was equally looking for an opportunity where I could make my mark, where I could be a part of something special. I had every opportunity to join all the giants, all the billion-dollar companies out there where the reality, I would have been lost in the shuffle in the corporate world. I would have just been another person in the thousands that are around. I wanted to be a part of something special. When I looked at LifeVantage, saw that we're a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. We're growing. The last 5-6 months, the stock has tripled. Big things are happening. Momentum, we are in the middle of not in the middle, I shouldn't say. We are the very, very beginning stages of momentum. These last 5 months, the company has grown more in the last 5 months, month over month, than we have seen in the last years. And so I wanted to be a part of something special, and LifeVantage is right at that sweet spot. We're it's almost like you would have the opportunity to be a part of a brand new, wildly exciting opportunity, a new company, but they've been around for 8 years with a proven track record and science to back them up. So it's all that excitement, all that momentum of that inertia of something new and energetic and fun with all the security of knowing that you've got an 8-year established $200 million a year company that is doing things right, doing things ethically every step of the way. And so that was a big thing for me, opportunity and timing. And, I tell this to people all the time. I think that it's, you really, as a distributor, have the opportunity with LifeVantage to truly create a legacy opportunity. We talk about it all the time. It was talked about a lot back in the 90s. People have kind of shied away from that because it's all been about big money in the last 5 to 10 years. But my hope is that we can get back to legacy, because that's what's exciting for me, the opportunity for some of these people to be able to leave these businesses behind to their children, for their kids to be able to immediately impact this world for the better when you leave this planet, that they have an income to take care of their families, their kids, their grandkids, make sure that they can be educated the way that they want to be, live the lives of their dreams. That's what we have. And so that was really exciting for me. That was a really big thing, a legacy opportunity. And that's what I think we have here at LifeVantage. And so for me, in a long nutshell, that is truly why LifeVantage for me.
Awesome. You heard it from the always sharp dressed Taylor Worre. Maybe you've taken a look at LifeVantage before. Maybe you're hearing it for the first time. But if you have or you haven't, now's the time to take another look, guys, and get involved. So thank you so much,
My
Taylor.
pleasure, brother.
Awesome. Good to see you.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.